I've been sharing so much about boundaries. It's something I'm really passionate about. I've really grown into them, and I just wanted to share that growth and that healing with you because they really are the best thing for preventing abusive relationships while keeping high quality connections in our lives. It's been quite a process for me to learn. Now I'm going to share it in some art. So hello, my name is Sarah Tomlinson, the artist girl with many secrets, a feminine empowerment artist and healer. Boundaries have been such a learning curve because they always can come up in different situations. But the more and more you practice them, the easier they get. You know, in the past, while I've been learning them, especially the last year, I've often talked with people before I exert the boundary. I just take the time to pause, I assess how I'm feeling, and then I kind of talk about it with people that I'm really, have that trust with. And it's kind of built up my strength to the point where I'm now doing it on my own, which is really exciting without talking to people. You can still talk to people about it. It's okay. But this is my painting passage, and it was actually inspired by a point last year where I had to exert a boundary, and somebody had come into my life and offered a free service. It was going to be a collaboration event. It required my time and energy and skill as well, and it was going to be free for both of us. Collaboration happened, and afterwards the collaboration piece was sent to me, and it was asked for money or a donation for my part in it because that person had put a lot of work into it. And I had to sit there and I was really uncomfortable with it because it broke the initial agreement that we had in writing through email, and it really didn't feel like it honored my time and energy as well. The old part of me wanted to give in, and I felt guilty, like I didn't do a good enough job. And I really had to stick up for myself and say, no, I'm not comfortable giving money and donation for something that we'd already agreed on. That's what inspired this painting. This painting shows boundaries, and she looks really serious, but it's not necessarily serious. It's just, I kind of showed like maybe our higher self as the pink figure. And, she's out there and she's strongly expressing herself, but to me, it's a message of please don't betray me for other people. Now, when I say that, I'm talking to myself. My higher self is talking to me. Please don't betray me for other people. This is when we love ourselves, right? We love our feelings of uncomfortableness and discomfort, and we listen to them because that's this higher self talking to us. And every time we don't listen to those and we don't stand up for them, we betray our higher self, and it really doesn't feel good. You're repressing emotions, so it can make you actually physically sick over time. You end up with resentment, and it really forms this unhealthy relationship with the other person where you have to betray yourself, right, to earn their approval, to earn their love. And they could not be doing it on purpose. People just do things and ask for things because most of the time they're just thinking about their own interests, which isn't necessarily bad. If you give in and you don't listen to your negative feelings all the time, then, it's setting the standard for that relationship. And people will generally get away with what they can, right, with what you let them. And they're not meaning to hurt you. It's just kind of the way it goes. This really shows boundaries are emotional. They're feelings-based. And you're really still letting people into your life. And it's this constant back and forth of listening to your feelings and being vulnerable with them. I love this painting. She reminds me to stay strong for me, for my higher self, to constantly stick up for myself, because at the end of the day, I'm the only person who can do that. Nobody can love myself as much as me. The best kind of relationships and the best kind of love or partnerships will not actually love you for betraying yourself. That's setting up the relationship to fail through resentment and other negative feelings. The best kind of people, and they'll love you even more for loving yourself, especially when you express yourself from that feeling place. Even though this paint, she looks very stern, to me it was a message to her lower self, who's very calm and listening to it, saying, don't betray me. So I really wanted to share that. That's the meaning of passage. It's this constant, beautiful, vulnerable interaction, right? These are boundaries that we have in our lives. and she keeps me strong every day. And if you feel like you want that strength in your home, she's available in my shops, Etsy shop, Redbubble, in a variety of different ways. Art has just an amazing way to speak to our subconscious. And that's why I create art. I create it for me, and I create it for you as well.